Now we're going to go ahead and install the Kestrel data logger into the pre-assembled box. We have here our pre-assembled data logger, our pre-assembled box. For tools, I have a tweezers, 3/32 Allen wrench, a number 8, an 8mm socket, a P1 Phillips, and our Torx screwdriver. We have here our hardware for the switch. We also have our mounting hardware, 256 screws for our USB connector, as well as our USB dust cover. And then we have our 440 screws to mount to the top of our standoffs. So first we will connect our antenna here. I can't show you this very well, unfortunately. It connects on the bottom here. So we'll connect this to the cell terminal on the particle. All right, so we have that connected, and we'll run it like this underneath the device, making sure that the power cable stays on top of that and that the solar cable stays out of the way over here. So we have that connection now made. Now we need to put the switch through the openings over here. So first, we're going to go and place the O-ring onto the switch, making sure that's seated down into the groove that is allowed for it on the switch. I find the easiest way is to balance the switch in the neutral position. And we'll want the power cable to be running between these two batteries. So we'll try to keep that there, and just keeping an eye on this O-ring that it does not slip out and become unseated. All right, there we go. So now we will go and we will attach our 440 mounting screws into the standoffs. And same as before, just tightening these snugly. Okay, now we'll make our internal connections here to the Kestrel logger. So we'll connect our battery cable there until it clicks. We will then connect our solar input until it seats in there. We'll take off the protective cover on the GPS antenna. We'll connect that to the antenna connector over here. There we go. We can have that going off to the side a bit to reduce strain on this. Okay, so now we have all of our connections done internally. We'll go over here. So for connecting the switch, first we take our washer. There's a cut on here, or a nub I should say, that goes on the bottom, like so. Then we'll have our lock washer, and then we'll have our nut. You may need to straighten this switch out to get the nut on. We will just finger tighten that down. Then we'll go and take our torque wrench. This is set to 0.7 Newton meters with our 8mm socket. Tighten that down, and then place the switch in the downward off position. Next we'll go and we will connect our USB terminal over here. So we will just put a screw in here, and then on the further away hole, we will run that through our dust cover, and then we will insert that. Now we'll set our torque wrench to 0.3 Newton meters. We'll use a P1 bit, and we'll tighten down our first screw. Then we'll go and we'll place our dust cover like this. And tighten down our second screw such that the dust cover is not interfering with the USB itself there. We can place that in. So now we have our Kestrel board installed. We'll move on to the next step.